Hi friends, in this session, let us see the types of semiconductors. Semiconductors are classified into intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic semiconductor or the semiconductor in the pure form, and the extrinsic semiconductors or the semiconductor with the addition of certain impurity atoms. Based on the impurities, extrinsic semiconductors are also classified into N-type and P-type semiconductor. For the N-type and P-type semiconductors, the pentavalent and the trivalent atoms were very important. So now let us see what are pentavalent and trivalent atom. Consider a phosphorus atom. Atomic number is 15. So K shell filled by 2 electrons and L shell filled by 8 electrons. But M shell is filled only by 5 electrons and it is incompleted one. So due to the presence of 5 electrons in the outermost incompleted shell of phosphorus, phosphorus called as pentavalent atom. Now we consider the boron atom. Atomic number is 5. So it has 5 electrons. K shell filled by 2 electrons, but L shell filled only by 3 electrons and it is incompleted shell. So due to the presence of 3 electrons in the outermost incompleted shell of boron, boron called as trivalent atom. Now let us see what are N-type and P-type semiconductors. N-type semiconductors are the semiconductors with the addition of the pentavalent impurity atoms. Consider the arsenic atom. It is added with the silicon. Arsenic has 5 electrons in its outermost shell. In that 5 electrons, only 4 electrons are bonded with 4 electrons of the outermost incompleted shell of the silicon. So, 1 electron of arsenic is remaining. It is called a donor. So, by the addition of pentavalent impurity atoms with the pure semiconductor, number of free electrons are increases. So, the N-type semiconductor consists of more and more number of free electrons, which are called as majority charge carriers due to the addition of pentavalent impurity atoms. Now let us see what are the P-type semiconductors. P-type semiconductors are the material with the addition of trivalent impurity atoms. Consider boron atom. It is added with germanium. Boron has 3 electrons in its outermost shell. These 3 electrons are bonded with 4 electrons of the outermost incompleted shell of the germanium. But we know that if the L shell and the L shell needs 8 electrons, but here we have only the 7 electrons. So still it needs one more electron for the completion of the bonding. So it is called acceptor. In that place, holes are present. So by the addition of trivalent impurity atoms with the pure semiconductor, number of holes are increases. So the p-type semiconductor consists of more and more number of holes as the majority charge carriers due to the addition of trivalent impurity atoms. Friends, in the next session, let us see what is diode and what are forward and reverse bias. Thank you.